Alrighty, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we're going to be ranking Dorothy on the Pilgrim tier list. Obviously, we have to also re-rank the tier list because now I've seen some testing with Nihilister because a lot of people did end up getting Nihilister within this week, and she's a bit underwhelming, I'm gonna say. So we're gonna actually just re-rank this whole tier list. So obviously Dorothy is the brand new Pilgrim that just came out for the half anniversary, and is a very good character, right? She's a supporter who kind of acts as a DPS, a sub DPS, or even a main DPS if you want. But she's a very good character. Now the thing with Dorothy is she is I want to say, because she's a burst 1, you kind of have to pick and choose between running her or Litter, right? Not really, because you could run both of them on the team, but in terms of the burst skill, I think you would want to run her burst skill over Litter's in general, because Litter's is a massive attack buff, but it's only 5 seconds. Where hers is not even an attack buff, it's just a DPS or a debuff that basically you can, if you think, it's not an attack buff, but like, it's a debuff that everyone attacks into and just does a massive amount of damage anyways. That probably would have equaled up to the total already with Litter. I don't know. So there's that. But Dorothy's a fantastic character, right? When she's in her burst skill, her second skill becomes 2 seconds. And then you can be able to spam that, I guess, every 2 seconds for 10 seconds when you're in her burst skill. She lowers the burst skill cooldown time, and then also when she transforms and the last bullet hits, she increases damage dealt support for all allies for 5 seconds. And she gets the pierce effect as well. But what really makes her shine is that brand debuff that she puts on an enemy of her choosing, right? And when I say that, is because apparently when you just attack whoever you're attacking and you use the burst skill, it will thing. I mean, you can actually just aim it at somebody, but literally it's of your choice. So yeah, she's a very good character. Right now, we're gonna have to move Isabel down. We're gonna move Noah down. We're actually going to take Nihilister down and move Snow White up. I think we're gonna take Haran down and we're gonna put Rapunzel down. Now here is where it gets tricky, because a lot of people will probably agree or disagree with this. I know a lot of people consider her the best character in the game. A lot of characters consider her to be the worst character in the game. Oh, I put her. Okay, it's fine. We'll leave her there. So there's that. But the thing is, so I guess there's a little disclaimer. How I see the best character in the game, I don't see the best character in the game the person who hits the hardest. Right? I always see the best character in the game as a character who is a really good character by themselves and a really good character with the team, right? They have something to offer with the team. Now, Scarlet and Modernia both do that, right? They have something to offer to the team, which is, I guess, just damage, right? But Dorothy kind of has more, being damage and really just general support, like attack support, damage support, you could say. So there is that. It's going to be a bit hard. I do want to say, I think Dorothy is, I don't know if I would prefer her over Modernia. I think I might, I don't know. She's good, but okay, in all aspects, let's talk about all aspects, right? She's not that crazy in PvP. She has a very good, like, cheat in PvP, being her burst skill, right? When the debuff actually explodes, if she dies and the debuff is still there, it actually still accumulates damage and it can still explode, which changes the game, because that hits hard, right? But it's not all that crazy in terms of everything else she does there. In solo bosses like progression and stuff, I want to say she's gonna be very good there as well, but I feel like Modernia and Scarlet will still just be better. And then when it comes to bosses, I think she's just gonna be better than both of them. Not like as like the main DPS, but just like as a solo character, right? Because even though these two are very good against bosses, she's just making it even better for them. So literally, I think I might have it like this. I might say Dorothy's the top 3. I'd say she's definitely top 3 in the game. I think I'd say she's the 3rd best Pilgrim, right? In terms of like all around, right? In terms of all around content, I would say she's 3rd best, right? I honestly might change this and maybe put Modernia as number 1. Just because I feel like Modernia, again, what I said before, I consider someone who has more to offer for themselves and for the team. I feel like Modernia has way more to offer for your team and for herself as a solo unit than Scarlet. Right? Because again, Scarlet is really just damage. What she's offering your team is DPS, right? But I want to say Modernia is kind of offering more than just DPS as well, kind of survivability in a sense. because again, her burst skill is a 15-second burst skill that basically has like a big radius, attacking all enemies in one spot at the same time, rather than it just being one single AoE like Scarlet or Haran, right? I feel like Modernia could be a bit more I want to say useful there and better there, right? I know a lot of people will agree with this, a lot of people won't, because again, every time I ask who's the best character in the game, a lot of you guys say Scarlet, a lot of you guys say Modernia, right? And now a lot of you guys are saying Dorothy as well, right? So it's kind of, it can switch between those three. But for me personally, I think I will say Modernia is the best character in the game. Just because I prefer the best character. Like, what I define as the best character is a character who is going to be very good for themselves and very good for the team, right? In a much, and obviously Scarlet and Dorothy also are very good for themselves and very good for the team. I just feel like if I was like that, I would say it's like this then, right? Because technically I feel like also Dorothy offers more to the team than Scarlet, right? Again, Scarlet's main feat is that she has the DPS, all right? But besides that, she's hurting herself too. She's losing HP, but she's getting stronger and stuff like that. So I want to say I feel like Dorothy and Modernia would actually be more valuable for me personally than Scarlet, right? Now, I don't have Scarlet, so I don't know if whoever is watching this will agree with me there or not, but I think for now, I'm going to keep it like this, right? I do think Scarlet is a better DPS character, like the hardest hitting character in the game. I do believe that, but I think I might just say I prefer Modernia as the best character in the game right now. In terms of what I consider the best character, right? But in general, I do truly believe that Scarlet is the best character, right? Like just in general, I believe Scarlet's the best character, but for what I define the best character in the game, it would be Modernia. I think for my ranking, it would probably be Modernia, Dorothy, then Scarlet, because what I prefer for the best character in the game, right? But I think in general, in the generalized base, people will consider Scarlet to just be the best. I think Nihilister is actually a bit, I know I moved her down. I don't think she's all that crazy actually, right? She does okay damage, but I still feel like Guilty is going to perform better, right? I've seen a lot of testing with her. And I think genuinely that Dorothy would just be a better pickup than her, right? Like I know a lot of people are actually so mad because of how underwhelming she is, right? And how well, like it's like Guilty is right there too. Someone you get beforehand. It's just way better as well. So I don't know, but when I get Nihilister, I'll do videos on her and stuff like that. It's not going to be for a bit, but of course, like I said, people already got her. People who are already at 2031 when the update dropped and refreshed every single day, people already got her. But yeah, I don't think she's all that crazy. I still think Isabel's the worst Pilgrim in the game. I still think Noah's second worst. They're not bad characters. It's just out of the Pilgrims, they're not better than these guys above them, right? I still would say Rapunzel is fourth best. I might, like, if we're talking endgame, I could say Snow White is better than her on endgame, and I think a lot of people would agree there. Maybe some wouldn't. It's just because endgame, I want to say, is really just bosses, right? There's mobs here and there, but the thing is, Snow White has no value besides, I feel like Snow White generally has no value besides her burst skill, right? The only reason why people ever use Snow White is for her, like, her burst skill. Right, it's not for her other skills. It's nothing for, like, it's just her burst skill. Where Haran, her burst skill is very good, and her two skills are very good. Right, so for now, this is going to be my Pilgrim tier list. Please let me know if you guys agree or not, because I think this one is going to be a very, like, there's going to be probably some debates with people, not even with me, but with other people's in the comment, like somebody's opinion, and then someone will disagree, and they'll go debate and stuff like that. But let me know who you guys would say is the best character and why you say they're the best character. Right, do you prefer your best character to be someone who does a lot of damage like Scarlet? Do you say your best character is someone who is a very good character for themselves and the team, like Modernia and Dorothy? What would you guys say is the best or Pilgrim in the game, right? I think the best character is going to be a Pilgrim anyways, but who would you guys say is the best Pilgrim and why? And how would you rank it as well? There's only 9 characters here, so you can also just tell me all 9 names. How would you guys rank it? But for now, it's going to be your boy Zxous. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Later. Peace.